Gotta, gotta, gotta press buttons.
There we go. Okay.
Hi.
Yay.
How are you doing today?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Just,
Yay. It's good to see you.
yeah, it's good to see you too.
Yeah.
This whole new future of only seeing each other on screens. It's getting
Yeah, it's
some.
pretty weird.
It's taking some getting used to, but the more I feel like the more you do it, the more you get it.
Yeah. Yeah. The audio thing gets me every time. I'm like, okay, I've joined and now there's a thing I gotta do for the sound.
I know. I've yet to talk to anyone on Zoom who doesn't look like a grandma or a grandpa who's just like squinting like, what? Huh?
What do I do? What is this? It's
Yeah.
good though. It's been really cool. I've used it with my family a few times and it's been neat.
Yeah. I think that this is the future that technology has been trying to get us to have, but now because of everything, it's like, all right, now you have to.
Yeah, now you have to use it, whether you like it or not.
Yeah. So, you're down for the Coronaverse interview with me?
Yeah, I'm down. Is this
Okay.
okay where this is? Can you see me? And
Yes. Can you see
okay.
the elk picture
Yes.
in the background? Okay, let me move
Yes.
this so that it's there we go. Now I'm in Colorado. Okay.
Yes. Colorado.
Okay, so I'm just gonna ask you some questions and tell me what you think, your story, and everything behind it. And it's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so when you first heard about the coronavirus, what were your initial thoughts?
In January, just not really nothing really. Like, not that I didn't think it was something that was no big deal, but like it was affecting people and it was bad, but like it was so far from home. And you hear about outbreaks in other places all over the world, not all the time, but frequently enough, so I just really didn't really think about it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of us didn't. I think a lot of us were just posting memes because we've been through this a lot in our generation. Just something's happening very far away. So let's.
Yeah, like, yes, it's worth being cautious, it's worth keeping in the back of your mind, but like, yeah, it was just kind of like, well, it's an illness that I don't think I'm susceptible to, and I'm not there anyway, so that sucks for the people that it's affecting, but
Yeah. So how when things did get serious, I know your story, but how drastically did things change for you? Like the day that the Arizona Renaissance Festival shut down.
so drastically, it was just everything changed, and like my whole future was, well, and everybody's whole future was just up in the air, and we didn't know, like, where we were going to go or if our next event was happening, which it didn't. And like, oh yeah, no, it changed everything. I can't say I was horribly worried, given that we do kind of live off grid. So I was like, well, I don't have my trailers, I don't really have rent payments. I do, like, if I have to live on somebody's land, I have to pay some sort of rent, but I wasn't worried about like a large amount of bills or anything like that, starting to just stack up on me all of a sudden. So, but yeah, it changed a lot.
Yeah,
Changed
definitely.
many things.
In the course of however long it took for whoever to believe that the fair was actually closing down. Because nobody
Yeah,
believed
yeah,
it for a minute there.
and that was even something that was weird and surreal, because like, while that was something that I was worried about that last weekend, in the back of my mind, I knew it could happen. I also couldn't just sit there freaking out about it because I had to do my job. And
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't just be like terrified in front of a bunch of people either. And like, and we also still they hadn't even called it at that point. We didn't know if we were shutting down or not.
Yeah.
It's just very surreal, just like not knowing anything.
It was really bizarre because that was the day that my family showed up and surprised me, right? And
I know.
Erica, yeah,
I know.
Erica was like, "Hey, man, like you can take the rest of the day off to go see your family if you want to." And I was just like, "I don't know, like I should probably work, like I should probably get more money." And then I was
Yeah.
just like, "Ah, screw it." And then I left. And then like,
Because your family's in town.
yeah. And I got the news really drunkenly, and I was just like, "I just don't believe it. This isn't
I don't
happening."
believe you.
Yeah. So what have you? So when your plans changed, you guys ended up in Texas, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, we're in outside Houston in Toontown by the Texas Renaissance Festival on a property that a friend manages. So yeah, we're safe and we're with people. And like during that initial first month of quarantine, we kind of just stocked up on food and didn't go anywhere. We all just kind of like hunkered down as a group, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
You
And
know, we had it
yeah,
wasn't just one or
you
two
kind of
people.
you pick your people that you're going to be quarantined with at the beginning, and it's like, okay, like
Yeah,
you can do worse than being like and having a few friends and family around you to keep you company while you're getting through the roughest parts of it.
yeah, for sure. We weren't isolated completely. Like, and that seemed to be what everybody on, I can't speak for them, but most of the people on the road were doing because, like, it's all a lot of properties with people on them. So, yeah, you just didn't really see anybody on the street. I would go for walks, and I still do, but, like, I'd go for walks and, like, you'd see maybe one other person and you always cross the road, wave, just as
Yeah.
far as you can. Yeah, yeah,
Cool.
yeah. So it's not bad. Yeah.
So yeah, like how is so is Toontown? Toontown is I'm not sure how much I should say about our secret Illuminati organization over the internet, but like so is Toontown pretty like heavily populated right now? Like was it a refuge for a lot of people when everything hit the fan?
I can only imagine that it was, but like I said, so many people are staying isolated that like I don't see people really. I
Okay.
mean I do like I said in like if I'm going for a walk I'll see one or two people. I'll see like a car or two going into town for supplies, but like there's no there's no house there's no like big lawn parties. There's no everybody just kind of stays where they are.
It's good to hear that people are still respecting it.
For sure. No, very, very much. It's being taken very seriously, even though Texas is open right now. Like, a lot of people
Yeah.
are still like, no, I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, that's how I feel like all the responsible people are taking it. Just like, oh, we can now. Like, I'm gonna wait and see how this stupid shit plays out.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So on the property you're staying at, what are you and husband Jamie doing at the moment?
Right now he is helping build a roof. We have like a certain amount of hours we try to do to instead since we're not paying, proper rent. Um, we have a certain amount of hours we're gonna work on the property. There's a garden growing. Um, there's huge chunks of like bamboo that have taken over areas, so we're clearing out stuff like that. It's like 3 acres, so there's enough stuff to do for you know 10 hours or so each week.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like minor construction and stuff like that, and yeah, about
You said
it.
you said that the chickens like to tear up their coops?
They don't like to tear them up, but it's funny when there's like new hay on the or new bedding rather. They like fluff it up themselves, so they like kind of like kick it up, and there's just like stuff poofing around everywhere. It's really cute. They're like, "Ooh, fresh bed."
Yeah.
It's really cute.
I mean, I wish I had chickens to hang out with. Unfortunately, I only have the one little chicken, but Chloe's doing great, in case
Good.
anybody on the internet was
Yay!
wondering.
And is Bowie there too?
Yeah, like
Oh,
my brother and sister-in-law have two big old doggos, and
hmm.
they're all getting along really well, which was like,
That's so good. I saw that video you posted. It was so cute.
yeah, and that was when they like first met too. I was just like, oh, things couldn't be better.
I know. It's just everybody's wagging their tails. So cute.
Yeah. All right. So so what do you think of all this crazy crap? Like, how's your mental state? I know it's really hard to like have your set schedule and then to have it kind of like turned on its head. Like, how are you guys handling it? Like, doing good? Just like hanging in there? Like, is it taking a little bit of a toll on the whole mental health stratosphere?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I wouldn't say it's like, the worst it's ever been or anything like that. I'm in a really good situation for what's going on, and I'm very grateful. But the bad days are really bad and seem very hopeless. You know what I mean? Like, just because I think it's because of that whole uncertainty factor. I think it's because, like, when are we going even back to work? Or, like, are we going back to work? Or, how long are we going to be here? How long are we going to be able to be here? Like, it's just, where's the next amount of income even going to come from? And it's just weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so I
bet.
think especially with the uncertainty, I think and it's certainly not every day is bad,
Yeah.
but I think I would have less mental health issues currently if this wasn't happening. But I'm
It
sure a lot
is.
of people can say that. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sure
It's
I'm not
it's
I'm not
it's
alone there.
yeah. It's easier to have bad days for sure.
It is. That's the perfect way to put it. It's easier to have bad days. Absolutely.
Yeah, because it's as much as you can get like this social support system through talking to your friends, like, and we have like our little in groups that we're like stationed with, like, it's just like little things, like I like missing the community, like
Hmm.
it's hard.
It is. It is really hard. Yeah.
Yeah. But you said you've been talking to your family. Where is your family, and how are they doing? And how is the coronavirus affecting all of this where they're at?
Let's see. I have some. Immediately, like, my mom and dad are in Cincinnati, and then most of the rest of my family is in South Florida, Miami area.
Okay.
And my sister, who is in, oh, she lives outside of like Nashville. So I kind of like talk to people in those three different areas a lot. And for the most part, they have work. My sister is trying to graduate. Well, she is graduating college this year, so like that. I know that it really affected like her the way she was going to do her thesis, because that was going to be like this big group project thing that she had all these people in a lab for, and then obviously she couldn't do that because you can't have a bunch of people together. So she had to like redo her whole thesis, and that was this whole thing. None of them really seem to be in areas that the virus is hitting real bad. I know like my grandmother went back to work, and but she was a refugee, so like she's really tough. Like, she's just sort of like, this sucks. Oh well. Like,
Yeah.
like, so she has a different perspective on it. A lot of my family's been able to work from home. A couple of them did lose their jobs, but yeah, as far as like illness and all that, yeah, they're staying pretty isolated or working from home or not working or whatever. So, you know, I'm not as far as like safety wise, they're doing well.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
They yeah, I feel like I've been keeping in contact with a lot, like besides just doing the podcast and catching up with people. Like I've been catching up with I've just been checking. It's good to check up on people.
It really is. Yeah, it really is. Just like, hey, are you, so you're with your family now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Awesome.
Yeah, things are good. Like we took the dogs on a walk today. We went down to the Indian convenience store, which is right by where we used to do Indian in a movie for the fair.
Oh
And
man, that place is dope. That place is so
yeah,
good.
yeah, it is. But like everyone's wearing masks. Like even like everyone from like the old women to like the gangster punk looking dude who walked inside had a mask on. Just like it's cool. Like it's really nice to be back home for sure. Like Colorado Springs is a different world.
Yeah, it is.
Well, is there any words of wisdom about the coronavirus that you would like to leave with all of your adoring fans all over the world?
um, Shoot, I don't know. Enjoy some art. Art's getting me through all of this.
Yeah,
Books. Yep. I'm about to start Prestige. I'm excited about that.
Nice.
I got your book coming.
Yeah, it takes forever, so it's gonna be like a.
No, it's okay. I've ordered stuff. Yeah, no, it's been taking like, and then I'll just lose it. I'm just like, it'll be like, it's here. It's over here now. And then
Yeah.
like nothing for 4 days. And I'm just like, well, it's out there, I guess.
Yeah, I know I have it somewhere.
I have it.
I'll find it when all this crazy shit blows over. Whatever.
Yeah, that's totally, if I were to, yeah, go enjoy some art.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
Yeah.
And I'm putting your book in the mail tomorrow. And yeah, I'm super stoked. Like I love that you love it, and I love that you left the first copy in motherfucking Peru.
I need to, that's the one picture I didn't actually post was where I left it because I didn't have good service there. So I'll text you that when we're done.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, we'll wait a couple weeks. You'll take a picture of you with the second copy, and then we'll take a picture we'll take that picture and put that one up next to it, and we'll be like, hey, look who got their prize, and it'll be awesome.
Yay, I'm excited.
All right, yay.
Yay.
And one
I
of these
love you, hug
nights,
each other.
I love you, and you guys hug each other too. Tell Jamie that I'm getting really, really deep into some pagan occult shit thanks to him.
Oh, he'll love it. That's awesome. Yay.
Awesome.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Love you. It was nice talking to you.
I love you. Bye.
Bye.